Welcome. I am Cicely Carr, the founder of Usoar Learning and Kindred Creatives Art and Literary Press. We provide literacy classes, workshops, college and career help, educational consulting, and so much more. Today we're going to be talking about Boom Cards. And Boom Cards is this amazing interactive lesson plan that you can make money off of. So let's get started. This is my Boom Cards. And so you would go to boomlearning.com to get here, right? Boom Cards is phenomenal. And what I've been noticing is that people are posting YouTube tutorials on how to make boom cards using PowerPoint as well as like Google Slides. And I'm just like, yo, I want some other creative, cool ways. And so I decided to tap into Canva, which I use daily for so many things. So if you have Canva, and it's the free version, I highly recommend that you purchase the premium plan. With the premium plan, you get everything, almost everything for free, right? So you get videos, you get illustrations, you get just so many really cool things, and you can create things. And so we're going to create a boom slide, PowerPoint activity, whatever it may be called, whatever you want to call it, through Canva. But I want to give you first some background information on Boom Cards, right? So this is my profile. You can see my business name, Usoar Learning. You can import your classroom through Google and other different avenues. I currently have 2 classes. I am specifically targeting pre-K, early childhood education, using Boom Cards. However, you can use it for all ages. You just got to make sure that what you present relates to that certain age, right? That age limit. You don't want to give a 12th grader an activity that looks like it's for 2nd grade, right? All right. So we'll go to Boom Cards. We'll look at the home screen, right? So you'll sign up as a teacher. You can sign up as a maker as well, right? And your students will log in as a student. I am here. I'm going to go to my store. We're going to look at the store first. When you look at Boom Cards, there are so many different subjects, right? So you have art, career, you have occupational therapy, you have ELAR, you have speech, you have language. You can do so many things with Boom Cards. You can do whatever. It just doesn't seem like there's a limit, right? And so you get to choose the grade, right? Right now, we're looking at free decks. Free. Free means 0 points. If you want to pay for your decks, your activities, look at points as pennies. So 50,000 points is $50, right? So I'm going to assume that there is like 500 pages or activities to do in this section, this deck that I'm going to pay for, right? This one's $100. There's so many different, these are expensive, right? And so you want to make sure you're paying attention to who it is. So if I want to go to Science is Booming, I want to look at what they have to offer, right? I don't want to just pay 220. Is that 220? I'm an English teacher, not a math teacher. I'm really bad with numbers. But it looks like it would be $220 for this. So we're going to look at that. And let's see how many. Okay. So there's 58 cards here. This is a mega bundle. That's what they say. There is no extra cost for updates. So you'll get it, you'll keep it, and as long as they update it, you'll get those for free, right? But I also want to look and see, low to high. Let's see what their first, look, they have 2 freebies. Let's kind of look and see what they have to offer. Like, is this someone I want to invest so much money in? So this one you can see is Science Sampler Deck, right? Biology, chemistry, physics, all that. It's free. These are the grades. There are 12 cards, okay? So we have a preview. We have a small preview, but we can make it larger. So you'll click the full preview. So this deck is to serve as a sampler in order to give teachers a better idea of the types of questions, graphics, and all that. So if you want to reach out to him, make sure you reach out to him. But so we can see that there's a lot of stuff happening right here. So label the diagram of the chloroplast. So one of the really cool things about Boom decks is you can click and drag. And y'all, I'm not a science person at all. So I'm going to say this is the outer membrane. Where's the outer membrane? Let's say that's the outer membrane, right? Let's say this is the inner membrane. That's as much as I can guess. So you can click and drag to a specific space. Let's say submit. Okay, so I got 2 right. Or 3 right? So anyways, you can see that it told me right away that there are ones that are incorrect. I'm not going to continue because I don't do science at all, right? All right, so you can see what kind of activities he does, or she. I'm not sure who it is. But let's go ahead and do another sample. So step 1, let's maybe ask a question. Step 2, construct the hypothesis, or do background research, draw conclude. Oh wait, there's more over here. Make collect. We're just gonna throw this over here. Test with experiments. Oh my gosh, I got almost all of them wrong. Okay. So that's why I don't teach science, you guys, okay? All right, so the drag and drop. He likes to drag and drop. That is a really cool feature that you can do in Boom Cards. I will show you some of my Boom Cards that I've created so that you can see. I teach English. We're going to look at my decks. Go to my store. So I'm going to say this one right here. So this is Count With Me, Discover the Hidden Picture. Full-size preview. Count with me 1 through 9 and discover a hidden picture. All right, so you see you can hear a sound. So that's one thing you can add to your Boom Cards. Especially if you're teaching kids who have diverse needs to receive information, right? So you have your auditory, you have your kinesthetic, you have your visual, right? So it seems like everything online is visual. Well, we need to make sure that we're tapping into the other type of learners as well, right? So we're going to go to next. All right. And it plays automatically, or you can choose that it does not, right? So there are 4 ladybugs. So I'm going to click 1. That's wrong. Right. Count the ladybugs. So I got it right. All right. Count the ladybug. That can get annoying. But there are kids that need to hear it. So what is that, 9? All right. All right. Count the ladybug. All right. Whoops. All right. Count. All right. So that's one of the things. So if you're teaching numbers and English and all that stuff, you can do so many really cool things. But it's like, where do I get these pictures from? Where and how do I create these things, etc. We're going to go to Canva. All right. All right. Count the ladybugs. How many? All right. So I'm charging only 75 cents for this because it's only 11 cards, if that. It's 9 cards that they, are learning from. The other 2 are just, filler cards. So I'm not going to charge a lot for that. I could because I put a lot of work into the creation of it. So we're going to go to Canva. Okay. We're going to look at my boom cards. Don't look at all this extra stuff, okay? My computer's moving really slowly. We're just gonna go right here. As soon as it gets there. All right. So this is Canva, and I pay the monthly fee to get all the bells and whistles, and Canva has been bae for the past 3 years. Okay? Canva has changed. Canva is amazing. Canva, you guys, you have no idea. So I pay. So you can get templates. You can upload your stuff. Over here you can see the photos. You can see elements, text, styles, audio, videos, background, and so much more, right? So right now, I am using my Canva, and I'll show you the size. You can see it. What I have is 1,400 pixels by 1,000 pixels. And this is perfect for boom cards, right? It is a landscape feature, like all the photos, all the cards are landscape, so you want to make sure that it fits the landscape, details or whatever. Here, so 1,400 pixels by 1,000 pixels, okay? I have created my own background. So because I'm doing a virtual online pre-K and other things, I want to make sure that everything is branded. And so you can create yours. And in Canva, you can make copies. So you can see I have copy of Boom Deck, right? So I have created multiple of these. It has the same background. I can move some things if I wanted to, right? But I'm just going to keep it, the same for branding purposes for the most part, right? And so with Canva, you are able to access elements, some really cool elements. And so if you hover over things, you can see this one is free. This one's free, but this one is pro. So if you're not paying that pro, you can't get this. And you have to pay. And if somehow you find it without paying, you can get in trouble for uploading it and making money off of it, right? So I'm paying monthly for Canva. I pay for my subscription for Boom Cards. And so I plan to use this to make money, right? As well as educate our young people. So with Boom Cards, let's see. So I have an infatuation with story workbooks, right? So it's an interactive. We have characters, we have words, we have conversations, we have a do project. So what do we do? So this one is not complete. So maybe I'll complete not the whole thing, but I'll show you a story workbook with fun with friends. And so here you can see I have a watermark. You can make mini watermarks if you want to. And the way you make a watermark, if you really want to know, is the transparency. So it's a regular, font or text or whatever, but I just make it really see-through so you can see it in the background, right? That's how you make a watermark without having to pay extra, right? All right, so this one is called A Birthday Invitation for Cooper and Darla. So I gave my directions on the first slide. I have my website. I have the ages it's for. I have my logo. So on each slide, choose 2 correct items that they need for the birthday party. That they need for the birthday party. All right. So this is the beginning. A birthday invitation for Cooper and Darla. Hello, friend. I'm Cooper. And I'm Darla. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance. Hey, Cooper. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, we have our context. We got mail. So, with that, elements. Let's say we want to look up kids. We can add these kids to our page, right? We can make it big. We can make it small. We can do so many things with Canva, right? I'm going to delete that because I'm not done with this particular one. So here you'll have, hey friend, where do you get the mail? All right. So here they're choosing the correct pictures, right? So I have to choose 2 items that would be the best choice. The best. It doesn't matter if it's, the perfect choice. It's just, there's 2. Maybe you go here, maybe you go there. So I have a bench, a park bench. I have a mailbox. I have a store, and then I have the post office. There are lots of features. So what you can do is make a copy and move it over there, right? So that's what I do. What I do first, though, is make multiples of this page. So I'll click, and so you can see that it has the same, theme, right? Streamlined. So we have our swimming suits. So if I wanted to look for swimsuits, that's what I would find. So the thing with Canva, it's freaking amazing, you guys. It has almost everything you need. It may look corny sometimes, but when you're dealing with kids, it doesn't matter, right? So great work. Let's go. So you can see that there are 4 options. All right. Let's go to our boom cards. All right. We're going to go to Studio. We're going to make decks. We're going to create a new deck. I'm going to upload some photos. So you can create files for your information, but we're just going to practice this one right now. So I'm going to add all of these, which is the same as what I just did. I could cancel this. All right. So one of the things you want to make sure you're paying attention to is what you click. So if you're creating these pictures to create slides, or cards, you want to make sure you're putting it in the right order. So I have 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, and so on. So I'm going to say okay, right? So I'm going to delete this because I accidentally created one that doesn't work. So we have the count with me, discover the hidden picture, counting from 1 through 9, the ladybug. So I want to add my sound, right? So I've created some sounds, and I've used this using my voice recorder and uploading it as a sound, right? So one of the things you want to make sure is that your sound is no bigger than 500, whatever that is. So 500, mine is less than that. So I guess it's 500 KB, I guess. So we're going to put that there. And you can see on the side where it says sound, you can say correct, wrong, drag, all that good stuff. And so I'm just going to click auto play so that once they open the page, it just plays, and some kids may not know that they're supposed to click the sound to hear it, right? So there we go for that one. We're going to go to the next page. So how many ladybugs are there? So there are 4. So you want to go to buttons. My button, what I usually do is delete that. I make the background clear. I make it big enough to circle that. And so this is the correct answer. I'm going to duplicate this and put it over here. But you want to make sure that it is wrong, right? So now it's wrong. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate that because there's only one right answer here. So you don't have to make sure, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Duplicate, 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 duplicate. All right. And so with this, I want to drag my sound in here as well. So I want that to autoplay. We can create a background if we wanted to, but I don't. Let's go ahead and try that one. Oh, I mean, that's cool, but I'm just afraid that if they're counting ladybugs, they may count this as one as well. So maybe I'll just change it to this. Okay. If you want to have it as a picture. Otherwise, you can just do none. Right? All right. So that is that. You can do fractions if you're doing, math. You can do multiple choice. So you can say 1. You can say 3. If I can get it together. 3, 7, 9. I'm going to put this back to 1 or 4 because that's 4. You can change the background to clear, because I just feel like I like to have, options. I like to see through, right? So, okay. So we have 2 different things. So that's the buttons. That's the multiple choice. You can choose photos. You can upload. There's so many different ways, right? Okay, we're not going to do that. Anyways, we're going to delete all of this because that's not what I want. All right. So let's preview. Let's see what it looks like. Preview. All right. Count the ladybugs. How many ladybugs are there? All right. So we have 4. I'm going to click 5. That's all right. Wrong. Count the lady. All right. And because we didn't put buttons on here, nothing works, right? So you're probably wondering, how did I make these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all that good stuff? We're going to go back to the Canva. If I can get to the right one. So what I did was create a theme. So this one's all about ladybugs. Ladybugs are usually on leaves, right? So here I looked up a leaf. And so I put my leaf there, right? There's my number, so I'm going to say it's 1, right? What you can do is duplicate this and change that to 2. And so you would download. And so you want to make sure that your photo is, what I messed up on was making these, square rather than like a rectangle. So my photo was rectangular at first, but it was not working. And so I had to go back and change my regular photo so that I could fit those pictures and make it cover the whole entire thing. So then I would download those, and then what I did was upload them. And so when I went to my boom card, I went to my uploads and dragged it here, right? And put it right there. And created my page. All right. So that is Canva. There's so many things you can do with Canva. I absolutely love it. And I feel like this is one of the better ways to create your boom cards using Canva. I'm not against, Google Slides or PowerPoint, but here I'm paying for elements and illustrations, videos and photos so that I can get everything I need without having to go and download, and pay for other things. Like, it's all here. That is why I love Canva. And so then you go to your boom cards and create. All right. So there'll be a more detailed boom card, tutorial soon. Let me know what you guys think. Please subscribe and share. This is my first time doing one of these things, so don't be too harsh on me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon. Peace.